Think you know One Piece power scaling? Quick test. Who's the strongest at Marineford? Whitebeard? Shanks? The Admirals? Comment your answer right now, because half of you are gonna be wrong. Welcome to part 2, ranking the strongest from Marineford to Egghead. If you missed part 1, covering East Blue through Impel Down, it's on screen. Watch that after this video. Let's see if your power scaling knowledge holds up. Let's dive in. Starting with Marineford, absolutely stacked with legends. You've got Whitebeard with his world-destroying Quick fruit cracking the air itself. 3 Admirals, Akainu with magma, Aokiji with ice, Kizaru with light, Garp and Goku representing marine power, Mihawk casually testing his strength. Now, Whitebeard was old, sick, and dying throughout this war. Despite this, he dominated the battlefield. But the strongest here is Shanks. He stops Akainu's magma fist with his sword like it's nothing, ends the entire war just by showing up with his crew, and absolutely nobody dares challenge him. His Yonko power in his prime and the respect everyone has for him puts him at the top of this arc. Shifting to the post-war arc, you've got Law helping Luffy recover and Jinbe watching over him, but the real powerhouse is Rayleigh, swimming through the entire Calm Belt fighting Sea Kings to reach Amazon Lily. The Dark King's legendary strength, even past his prime, combined with his hockey mastery, makes him the strongest in this transitional period. Now reaching Fishman Island, and this shows the crew's massive growth. Luffy demolishes Hody Jones, knocking out 50,000 fishmen with Conqueror's Haki alone. An incredible display of his new power. But the strongest here is actually Jinbe. As a former warlord with fishman karamin that manipulates water itself and decades of combat experience, in the ocean environment specifically, he's got the edge over Luffy. His underwater mobility and tactical mind in his natural element give him the advantage here. Shirahoshi as Poseidon deserves honorable mention for potential though. Moving to Punk Hazard, we've got Caesar with his gas manipulation, Law with his room abilities performing reality surgery, and Smoker chasing everyone with upgraded powers. Virgo shows up with full-body armament haki looking dangerous, but Aokiji is the strongest. Now mysteriously with Blackbeard pirates, after his devastating fight with Akainu, he casually shows up to save Smoker from Doflamingo's strings. The former admiral's ice powers that can freeze entire oceans remind everyone he's still an absolute monster despite leaving the Marines. Next up is Dressrosa, and Luffy's showcasing Gear 4 bound men defeating Doflamingo after an intense battle. Doflamingo's awakened string fruit turning buildings into threads is genuinely terrifying. Law's pushing his room to absolute limits. Sabo appears with Ace's flame fruit, devastating the Colosseum. But Admiral Fujitora takes the crown here, pulling literal meteors from outer space with his gravity fruit, casually controlling gravity across the entire island. That level of destructive power and range puts him above everyone else fighting in this chaotic arc. Transitioning to Zoe, Jack the Drought with his ancient Zoan and his fleet seems like a massive threat. The Mink warriors with their Sulong transformations are genuinely powerful fighters, but Zunesha is clearly strongest. The 1,000-year-old elephant destroys Jack's entire fleet with a single trunk swing when given permission. The sheer scale of this creature and the ancient power it possesses is incomparable to anything else here. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this ranking, please subscribe and like this video. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Entering Whole Cake Island, we've got incredible fighters. Katakuri with Future Sight and Awakened Mochi powers that Luffy struggled against for hours. Cracker with Infinite Biscuit Soldiers taking 11 hours to defeat. Luffy debuts Snake Man designed to counter Future Sight. But Big Mom as a Yonko is on an entirely different level. The Straw Hats spend the arc just trying to survive her hunger pangs and escape alive. Her Soul fruit creates homies from everything. Her natural durability is like steel with bullets breaking on her skin. And she's mastered all 3 hockey types. That Yonko level power makes her the strongest in this territory. Shifting to Revery, world leaders gather at Marijuaz. Sabo and the Revolutionary Army make major moves showing impressive strength. The 5 elders reveal themselves as incredibly powerful with mysterious devil fruits and seeming immortality, but Imu is the strongest, sitting above them on the empty throne that's supposed to remain empty. The secret ruler of the entire world controlling everything from the shadows for centuries. That level of hidden authority and mysterious power makes this enigmatic figure the strongest in this arc. Reaching Wano country, the longest arc in history. Luffy awakens Gear 5 and his Nika powers, defeating Kaido in a sky-splitting battle. Incredible growth showing cartoon physics powers. But Kaido is still the strongest here. He fought the Scabbards first, then Law, Kid, Zoro, and Killer on the roof, then Yamato one-on-one, then Luffy multiple times while holding up an entire island with flame clouds. By the final Bajeron gun, he'd fought non-stop for hours against multiple top tiers. His unmatched endurance and the combined damage needed to bring him down earns him the crown as strongest. Speaking of powerhouses, I covered the top 8 strongest female characters in One Piece. Info card's up if you want to check that out. Let's finish strong. Finally reaching Egghead, currently ongoing. Luffy's dominating with Gear 5, fighting 5 Elders and Kizaru. The Elders show mythical Zoan forms and apparent immortality. Kizaru struggles emotionally fighting his friend Vegapunk. Saturn seemed untouchable with regeneration, but Imu is undoubtedly strongest, casually stripping Saturn's immortality and eliminating him from across the world with mysterious powers we still don't understand. That final boss level strength, showing absolute authority over life and death, makes this the strongest in the arc without a question. From the Paramount War to the final boss reveal, the power scaling has been absolutely insane. The strongest keep getting exponentially stronger, stakes keep rising, and we're not even at the final war yet. Which pick surprised you most? Did you agree with the reasoning for each arc? Drop your thoughts below. If you missed part 1, it's on your screen, perfect companion to this ranking. Subscribe to FortuNeko and hit that bell icon. Catch you later.